This is Irontrader. This is the last call of the day and of the week. So we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, natural gas. But first of all, we're going to take a look here at a Nasdaq chart, and we're going to take a look here at TQQQ, how I traded it today. Okay, at the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted for crude and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, selling stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have the old Nasdaq here. Now, you can see here we were just falling off a map, okay, on these tariff situations. They got to get their act together, either put the damn tariffs on or take them off. You don't just keep on advancing, okay? Traders, business operators can't keep running businesses like that because it's the unknown, and the market does not like uncertainty. Okay, now, that being said, I got to give a big shout out to Jerome Powell. He's the one who bailed his market out today. He had a really, really good speech there today. And as soon as that happened, boom, the market started to reverse it and go on. Okay, so here we have the old Nasdaq. Now, you can see here where we came all the way down and we put in actually a new low. We're looking for 17,956. We came all the way down here at that 17,768 level. And okay, and it bounced right back up, and now we're back above that price channel very, very nicely, okay? So this is what we're going to be watching, is that price channel, 17,956, and then obviously today's low here. But we put a bottoming tail in here, and it's a nice green candle, so let's just see if we can rally up. Now, if it does rally up here, this is what we're going to be looking for next week, is 18,400. And then we'll be looking for that 18,493. Now, if we can get above that, then we can just start taking these candles all the way up here. We're looking at 18,604 here level. We can come up to the top of this candle, 18,861, and it would come up top of this candle here, 18,992. And then we'll come all the way up here to that 100-day, 19,245, which is have your 21-day and then your 50 days right above that, okay? Now, I've been always showing you here on this weekly chart. You can see how nicely as it was holding this 50-day, held it, and now it came down below. But for the week here so far, we need to close above this key 50-day, and possibly that we can do it as 18,065, okay? That is going to be very, very nice. Then we can have a nice run up to possibly get at least a relief rally to 19,269 kind of level on a weekly basis here, okay? So right now here, we have a positive divergence on the RSI here, okay? See, we had this low right going on right here, okay? We had another low going on right here, but you notice that today we have an even lower low, but this here we have a higher low. So we have a positive divergence going on your RSI here. Hopefully we can, all we have to do is hold this 17,956 here, and we got a good shot at maybe bottoming this situation and taking this bad boy higher. Okay, but remember, got to watch that 8-day, because look at here, see, every time it goes up to it, it gets rejected and come on down. So at least we get a little relief rally here. We'll see how this shakes out. Now, I'm going to show you how I trade today with the TQQQs. Okay, TQQQ is one of my favorite trades, okay? This is just an absolute, I talk about this all the time. It's a sweet basket. It has NVIDIA and Tesla, Amazon, Meta, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Netflix, even has Costco in this thing here. So it's very, very nice. So what I was watching here during his speech, okay? So the market was just selling off here, and I had the Nasdaq going here too, and it just sold all the way down here to 62.89 level. Okay, so this is what we had. So I'm watching this chart here on the 1-minute chart. Okay, I never buy it there because you just never know if it's going to come down. So anyway, it rallied all the way up here, got as high as 64.17. Okay, a lot of people say, oh, I missed the trade. No, you didn't. Always wait for the retest, kind of a situation here. Okay, we retested that 62.89 there with 62.97. And we had a little bit another higher level here at 62.95 level here, and then we have 62.97. So we had this higher low here compared to your 62.89. This is where I took the trade, and then off to the races. Here we go. Okay, so you look at it here on the 5-minute chart here. It's the same thing. Okay, so we came all the way down to that 62.89. I never buy it there. Wait for the retest because you just never know how far it's going to come down. So it came down, and then we made a higher low at that 62.95 level. Then she rallied up here nice, and now we're in a good above that 8-day. We're still rallying. So I'm still holding the TQQQ from this level. Now, I didn't get to 62.89. I got in a little bit later here. Okay, so we had this bottom here, which I was looking for a confirmation of 62.95. I'm in at 63.20 is what I'm in at. Okay, so I didn't get the bottom. You're never really going to get the bottom. I'm not worried about it. But I got that 63.20 going. So now let's just see how this can all shake out here for the end of the day. So I'm going to see how it works here. I might sell a little bit at the end of the day, or I might just rally up or run it into Monday. Now again, Monday, if we have a higher a market going on here, then you always look for turnaround Tuesday. We have a little pullback on Monday, then we look to go higher on Tuesday. Okay, so always remember that turnaround Tuesday is very, very key. Okay, so this is how I trade it. Always look here and put a 1 minute. You can use a tick chart, 1 to 5, but 1 minute here and a 5 minute works really good. I was waiting for the retest here, and we had the retest with a higher low, and that told me then I have to get back in this trade, and we run it all the way up. And thanks for Jerome Powell, who saved the day here on this freaking market. Okay, let's take a look here now at Bitcoin. Okay, here we have Bitcoin. Now, T-Man yesterday, last night there, he issued a agreement there on they're going to build a reserve. Okay, they're going to build a crypto reserve. Okay, so he signed an executive order to do that. And today they had a meeting there of the old crypto. So we're going to see how it all shakes out. The only downside to that is basically as compensated a crypto. They're not actually buying anything, but that is today. Okay, so just remember that you have to start somewhere. Let's just see how this all shakes out over time. Okay, so just like the other day, we ran right on up here, and what it is, that's a good selling point here because you couldn't get through the 21-day, came down, filled that gap. Very, very nice. Now, we had this 3 nice day run, and today we had that low. This is where he announced it, and that he was going to do the crypto, and a lot of people weren't really in favor of that because he's not actually buying the crypto. He's just confiscating, from criminals and that kind of stuff there. And okay, I get all that. I'm down with that. But you got to start somewhere. So it came on down, and then we had a nice, good rally. So I got into that IBIT, and I dumped it out here because we could not get into that 100-day and close above. Yeah, did we pop through? Yes, but that's it, and it came right on down. So now what we're doing is we're trading this 8-day on the bottom. Okay, that's 87.053. If that is lost here, let's look to today's low then at 84.790. We'll look to the bottom of this candle here at that 81.815, and then we're going to look here to the bottom of this candle, which is basically that price channel at 78.675. If that's lost here, we still not filled this gap here. Okay, so you're looking at 77.930, and then we have this 200-day sitting there at 76.910. Okay, so that is your downside action if, big if, you lose that 8-day. Now, upside, very, very easy and simple. 90.982. That's your 100-day. You get above that, you're going to go 92.566. You get above that, we're going to come right to the top of this candle here at 95.705, and then 96.575. Your 50-day, that is your target. Now, we got to see how this is all going to shake out. But as long as we're above that 8-day, we have sideways to up action. We get below that 8-day, then we have a good chance of coming down and retesting that price channel there at 78.675 level. Now, RSI isn't showing us so much. It's showing, you can see where it had the overbought situation. Came on up, but you're sitting at 41. Not really telling us anything. Now, your green is trying to get above that red, but right now we're just kind of flatline like we were all the way here. Okay, so you're building that base kind of a situation. But I think it's going to be a matter of time. But we got to get above that 100-day, that 21-day, and that 50-day. Then we can go to this price channel right here, that 107.65, which is basically just the top of that candle. Okay, that's all it is. And then we can go to the next level, okay, and then the next level. But right now, there's a lot of resistance with that 100-day and that 21-day and that 50-day, as you can see, okay? Even though you ran up into it, you got to close above it. That's the key. Same way here, close above it. So this is a good trade, okay? The IBIT is a great for the long. BITI, great for the short. I had that on midday trading today. I showed you all on that. So trade this 2 ways until we even have a move, either going to blast up higher or we're going to take her down lower. Okay, take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have crude oil, here we have natural gas. Okay, Natgas. Okay, so anyway, here's what we had. Okay, we got all down to this 65.22 level. We're looking bottom line here for the 65.27. So it came within 5 cents. That was the support. Next day, yesterday, we had this inside day indecision candle, but today we had that green candle, which is a really nice scalp. Now, I still have the SCO on, okay, and I just scalped the UCO there today. Was a really good trade, and where did it go? Right into that 8-day, okay? Boom, let me show you, see? Right into that 8-day. This is why you trade the charts, okay? So if it's down here and you know where it's going, how much money could you make, okay? So right there, went right into that 68.16, just like clockwork, okay? Pull back, and now we're sitting here at 67.18. So Bottom line, this is going to be your key level of support, or resistance, I should say, 68.16. You have to get above it and close above it. If you do, your next big resistance is 70.12, 71.05 is your 100-day, 72.33 is your 50-day, and 73.53 is your 200-day. Very, very easy on the upside. Now, on the downside here, we want to watch the bottom of this candle here. This is going to be support, 66.77, okay? Then we'll look to today's low, 66.12, and then we'll look to the bottom of yesterday's low at that 65.59, and then we have your retest, 65.22, okay? Very, very easy. We lose this here, you're going down to 64.36, then 63.46, then 62.60, and then there's support there all the way down into 57 levels. But right now, we're trading this range, 65.22 on the bottom, 68.16 on the top. We crack above this, we go to this level, this level, this level, that level. One level at a time. We lose this 65, then we're going to go down to that 63 level. Just that simple. Okay? Natural gas. Look how nice that held that 8-day. Okay? Now, you watched my video this morning. We had 2 red candles, but I said watch this 8-day. As long as that's not lost, that's a good scalping opportunity, which UNG was a really good scalp on the long side because it held this 8-day. That's why I took the long. Okay? So, now it is, we rallied all the way up here, but we didn't get as high as yesterday's high. So what we're looking on the upside here is looking for today's high, 4.42, and then we'll come up here, 4.44. Then we have here, 4.47. Then you have 4.51, and then your big retest, 4.55. You crack above this, 4.75 is your target. Okay? Then 490, 5, and then 530. That's your upside, but you got to get above and close above this 455. Not just spike up and come down, close above it. Downside, right here, this 8-day is everything. 4.16. We lose that, your next target is going to be that 21-day at 3.94, then 3.78. Just that simple, okay? So right now you're trading this 8-day, okay? That 4.16 to that 455. This is the range we're trading right now. You break up, we go to 475. We break down, we're going to come right down to that 21-day, possible 50-day. Just that simple. Now, one thing I do want to point out here is we do have this negative divergence going on here, okay? But natural gas is very, very strong, okay? And I think it's going to be strong because now we're going to put in all for the LNG. The pipelines are all going to be working on here now. We're trying to get more LNG and get it out of the country, okay? We're going to get an actual pipeline system now for natural gas instead of just flaring it off and wasting it all. You have to have flare, don't get me wrong, but you have to have a pipeline system to get into LNG to get it out of the country. Just that simple. Oil, on the other hand, you pump a lot of oil, price is going to come down. Right now, the demand is going to be LNG, okay? So you get countries like Germany and France. France right now back to nuclear. Germany has want to switch over to coal, or you're depending on Russia. They don't want to do that. We have the natural gas, the LNG, we can ship them. That's going to be in demand. This is going to be a good trade this year is the natural gas, okay? After that nice, huge bottoming that we had in here, okay? We had a huge bottoming all the way up, and then we had this nice run up off of that bottom, came down, retested everything, and now we're on the upswing, okay? So this is very, very positive here in the natural gas, okay? Where crude oil, I think eventually she will go lower, but right now it's a trade until it does. Now, again, anything can happen. You can get a catalyst. That's why you follow the chart. You crack that 8-day, then you just followed all these simple moving averages, your 21-day, your 100-day, 50-day, 200-day. That's all your resistance levels, and that's all your upside targets. Okay? Very simple. All right. I'll be back here Sunday night. Always have a video there for you before 7 o'clock. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and I'll see you then. Remember, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.